Microsoft says there are about 1.4 billion computers in the world right now running Windows operating systems, and the even more shocking number is about 70% of them are still running Windows 10. I know we're up to Windows 11 now, and that's actually been available since 2021, but Windows 10 is still a longtime favorite for a lot of people. One, because, it works well enough for them and they're happy to use it. Upgrading to Windows 11 can be a little bit of a pain sometimes. And in the world of computers, the number one thing is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, running an older operating system may not be a problem for you now, but it eventually will be, and maybe sooner than you think. That's because on the magic date of October 14th, 2025, really not that far from now, Microsoft is going to end support for all the different flavors of Windows 10. That's the 10-year lifespan that most Windows products and operating systems have. So what is going to happen after October 14th, 2025? Your Windows 10 system is still going to work fine, but it's not going to get updates any longer, especially security updates. And that's the most important thing. If a new vulnerability is discovered or there's some other problem, then your Windows 10 system is not going to get an update to take care of it. Now, if you're part of that 70% that's still running Windows 10, there are a couple of options for you. Number one, you could consider upgrading your operating system from Windows 10 to Windows 11, or you could consider upgrading your whole setup and investing in a new PC, a laptop or a desktop that's going to come with Windows 11 right out of the box. Now, if you have not upgraded from Windows 10 to Windows 11 yet, it could be because you're just happy with your system the way it is, or it could be because you've tried to upgrade and run into some roadblock along the way. And that's because the system requirements for Windows 11 are a little more stringent than previous versions of the operating system. In this case, you need a 64-bit processor that's at least 1 gigahertz. You need 4 gigs of RAM. I think you need 64 gigs of storage space. But more importantly, you need a TPM 2.0 chip, and especially some older systems may not have that, and that's where you run into those blockers where you try to run the installation assistant and it says you can't install Windows 11 on this system. If you have Windows 10 and you just have not bothered to upgrade yet, well, then it's pretty easy to figure out if you can. You have to download the Windows 11 Installation Assistant, and that's going to help you run a PC health check, which is a Microsoft app that basically looks at your components and says, you can put Windows 11 on this system, or you can't put Windows 11 on this system. And if you can, well, then you could just run the installation assistant, and it's a pretty automatic process that I found pretty painless, taking a bunch of older Windows 10 laptops I had and making sure they were upgraded to Windows 11. Then again, even if your Windows 10 system can upgrade to Windows 11, if there's a reason you haven't done it yet, maybe it's because it's kind of an older laptop, not worth the hassle, and considering Windows 10 came out in 2015, Windows 11 came out in 2021, well, that means that, you could have a laptop or a desktop that's, 9 or 10 years old, or even 6 or 7 years old. Frankly, anything over 3 or 4 years old. As of the time that we're recording this, you still got about 20 months left to think about this, but that pressure is going to increase as we get through 2024 and into 2025. And of course, if you're thinking about retiring your old PC and getting a new one, this is a great year to do it. There's a whole new generation of AI-ready chips that are coming out from Intel, from AMD, from Qualcomm, and others that are going to really remake how your computer works, your laptop and your desktop. So now is a great time to start thinking about getting something new.